Stop consuming and start creating. A reminder to myself, but also a wake-up call to maybe a lot of you watching this right now. Let's talk about it. GMM reference. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. This is my first YouTube video ever, and I'm very excited, yet slightly nervous about where this journey is going to take me. But come along. Quick intro about myself. My name's Justin Chong. No, not Justin Chong, famous American actor and filmmaker. And my friends and family call me Juice Juice. It was a nickname given to me by my dad when I was really young, and I keep it close to me as it reminds me of home. I'm a proud Malaysian currently based in Melbourne, Australia, and I work as a full-time graduate of architecture in the day, but I also run a custom embroidery business out of my apartment at night. If I look slightly familiar to you, I'll share why at the end of this video, so keep watching. Also, apologies if the video quality isn't great. You'll be able to see this during the editing phase. But yeah, this is my setup. And these two are my hardworking embroidery machines, Benson and Bob. As you can see, I'm just a normal guy, nothing fancy. A pimple patch here and a bunch of eczema scars around my face, cause you know, life has been kinda stressful lately, but it's okay. This is organic. This is a conversation between you and I. Well, you clicked on this video because the title resonated with you, and this has been something that I hold really close to my heart. And it has completely changed how I approach my work, my creativity, but also my life. This entire video is a daily reminder for myself, but I also wanted to share it with you guys. I will also be sharing 3 actionable steps in the later parts of this video that I follow through on a regular basis so that I can embed this into my mindset. You ready? Let's go. So a few years ago, especially during COVID when I had loads of free time and a huge lack of motivation, I've caught myself consuming a lot of content, doom scrolling for hours. Whether it was being on Instagram, TikTok, or even YouTube, just as you are now. I'm not judging. I was always inspired, but I wasn't creating. Again, I currently work as a graduate of architecture, and whilst my job is known by everyone outside the industry to be super creative, super fun, it was honestly more so filled with days of the mundane. Toilet drawings, regulations, Australian standards, ugh. It was really draining at times, and I needed another creative outlet. I decided that I wanted to do something else rather than just work hard, go home, doom scroll, sleep. Work hard, go home, doom scroll, sleep. Work hard, control, blah 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 blah. As tired as I was, I knew I needed to do something about it. It was only after I started my custom embroidery business and I realized how amazingly liberating and powerful it was to actually create something that I truly have passion and love for. Let me know down in the comments if you would like to hear how I started that business. It is quite a story. I took my love for materials, colors, design, all of that stuff that I learned back in architecture school, and I started translating that into my machine embroidery. In regards to how I learned to machine embroider, it's exactly like what you're doing right now. I watched countless tutorials online, learning everything from scratch. Embroidery Legacy, Ken BLKWRK, Angela Jasmina, and so many of these other YouTubers were my heroes when it came to learning about creating art with a needle and a lot of thread. So much thread. Even though I was still a consumer at that time, I had a creator's mindset instead. I consumed content with an eagerness to learn, adapt, and understand how people that have succeeded before me were achieving their dreams rather than just watching them for the sake of watching them. Does that make sense? What I found fascinating was how my architectural background actually inspired a lot of my embroidery process as well. As a graduate of let me just preface this. The reason why I call myself a graduate of architecture is because it's actually illegal to call yourself an architect even though you have 5 years of university studies. So 3 years of bachelor's, 2 years of master's. But what you have to do is you actually have to log your hours, sit for an interview, and also go for an exam for you to be able to be eligible to call yourself an architect. I'm pretty sure this applies to everywhere across the world. But let me know down in the comments, I'm not sure. Fellow architects, where are you at? Fun facts. Sorry, back to what I was saying. Other than just designing, I also had to deal with a lot of clients, consultants, where you talk to a lot of engineers, the fire, civil, structure, all of these different professions coming together to create the building that you're currently residing in right now. This subconsciously allowed for me to develop my own interpersonal skills, providing me with the confidence to talk, negotiate, and close deals with my clients for my custom embroidery business. The crossover between these two disciplines has really shaped me to not just become a better designer, but a better person overall as well. And I wouldn't have been able to get to this point if I didn't just start creating. So, how do you make the shift from consuming to creating? Here are the 3 things that work for me, and I think that will work for you too. Step 1. Stop making excuses. Just start. I started with zero knowledge on embroidery. All I had was a second-hand machine that I bought off Marketplace. That's Bob right there. Desire to make stuff and the internet. This is what I call my reminiscent board. It is filled with a bunch of memories indicating the different stages of my embroidery journey. This was my first design, and this was my very first embroidery on an actual tote bag. It didn't turn out the way that I wanted, but I still kept it with me to this day as a reminder of how far I've come. It has been 2 years, and now I'm able to create cool stuff like this. See that? I'm quite proud of this piece. It's called Abundant Rain. You don't have to start with a massive project. Begin small. Maybe you've always wanted to do YouTube just like I am right now. Look, let me show you my account. I think I started this account back in November 24th, 2012. Wow, it's been 12 years. And I didn't do anything about it until now. Rather than just watching someone else create and succeed, pick up the camera and start filming yourself too. I can honestly tell you right now, this is my first time filming long form content and I am struggling. Look, let me show you my setup. Alright, so you see this decent looking setup, right? But if you look to the front, let me show you. Big light box, camping table that I bought, and 2 boxes to prop it up, and that's just my computer for my notes. That's it. That's all I have at the moment. And this setup is nothing compared to what all the big YouTubers have, but I still made the effort to make this video and post it to share with you. Step 2. Be patient with yourself. Don't expect instant results. Ah man, this one hits hard because I'm applying this to myself as well. In a society where instant gratification is expected, our biggest critics are honestly just ourselves. Take things step by step and try to enjoy the process. Make creating a habit. You know, the time you take doom scrolling on TikTok or Instagram, use that time to create and learn how to make the videos instead. Analyze and view what other creators are doing specifically, and then either try to replicate it, but make sure this is the most important part. Add your own flair to everything you do, because you are special and the world deserves to see it. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. Trust me, I've been there. I've been embroidering for 2 years straight. And this entire process taught me how to film. I've never picked up a camera to film before. Taught me how to video edit. I'm currently using Premiere Pro. Still figuring that guy out quite a bit. Editing photos, marketing, all of this stuff. It's all impromptu. It's all like figure it out as I go. That's just it. I'm just being honest right here. But I showed up and now I can say that I can confidently kinda do all of these things. Ish. Still learning. Step 3. Surround yourself with other creators. As Jim Rohn, one of the world's best motivational speakers, said, you are the average of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. So get connected with like-minded people. Whether it's being online or in person, join forums, go to connect groups, meetups, reach out. You're not on this journey alone. I'm currently in this group chat with 3 other aspiring YouTubers and we're just constantly giving each other tips and also just like encouraging each other, but also keeping each other accountable as we go. We gonna make it! So that's it. My journey from being a consumer to a creator. And you, yes you, can do it too. Stop being a passive consumer and start being an active creator. Take that first step. You've got all the tools you need. Look, YouTube is honestly the best resource for anything and everything. Now, it's just time to create. If this video resonated with you, it would mean the world to me if you would click that like button and subscribe for future content. I'm trying to make this YouTube thing a little bit more regular. Again, my YouTuber friends are keeping me accountable for it, so I'm trying to post at least once a week or fortnightly. We'll see how we go. And I would love for you to follow along on this curious journey of content creation as I share more about my aspects of life, not just in architecture, business, custom embroidery, but maybe stuff about my life in Melbourne as a Malaysian, or just yapping sessions of turning passion into reality. Comment down below and tell me what you want to see next. I have so many ideas and I want to share with all of you. Oh, in regards to why I might look familiar to some of you, it's because my proposal to my fiance at the Taylor Swift concert in Melbourne back in February 2024 actually went viral on Instagram and TikTok. I could potentially make a video about it and tell you why I had to do it then and there, but let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.